Hello, Minecraft fans. It's my zombie impression. Welcome, everybody. To pardon the noise there, I've been playing. There's like 200 and some zombies in there. So I did a lot of stuff kind of off camera and glossed over it after the fact last episode. I figured this episode we would actually do a bunch of stuff on camera. So the first thing I need to do is get a level 30 enchant, because I want to do a book, and we're going to grind all these zombies out. See what this gets us. Alright, level 30. Alright. And we just eat enough zombie flesh to keep our health up. I got some carrots and stuff. Oh yeah, I was playing with the stone bricks, or tearing apart a little bit in the spawner. I'll show you that real quick. But I had some blocks fall into the spawner, and then I was like, it's not a big deal. The zombies will pick them up, and then I'll get them back eventually. So I worked on my little dark room viewing area here. The cocoa bean that I had up here in the wall, even at full growth, was not emitting any light. So now I have jack-o'-lanterns underneath half slabs, which is doesn't add block lighting, but it gives me a little visibility. And I raised another block up of glass in here so I can actually see the spawner going. And that's when the bricks fell inside. But of course the zombies just picked them up and gave them back to me. So this is my little dark room. You can kind of see lights in here. You can kind of see the spawner from here. And then I just push the button, and I have to run out really quick because there's no safety on that. You basically just push the button and you have to get out before the blocks close in right on top of you. But it works. And I cleaned this up a little tiny bit. I still have to move the switch for the shut-off. I probably put the shut-off switch right next to the, like in that wall in there. Maybe expand that little collection room. Because if I expand that room a little bit, like maybe make this too wide, and then I can have one switch for the drop to kill, and then one switch for the lights. But before I do that, let's jump through here. So I had the world spawn portal at world spawn, and then I have to run across the grass and over the river and through the woods to the swamp base, and then I set up a portal at the swamp base. And we're going to look at that in a second. But look how close these dang things are. They're super close. But I did the same thing with my base portal that I did with the other ones. It sits in the overworld at coordinates that are exactly divisible by 8. And even though we're sitting at the ceiling of the nether, and I mean, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, I mean, there's like 5 or 6 blocks between these two. But they still always link up to the correct ones because they're sitting exactly at the X and Z coordinates, even though the Y coordinates are off. This one's still the closest one to the swamp base always, and this one's still the closest one to the world spawn always. So let's jump through here. And here we go. So I set this up with more jack-o'-lantern lighting in the background. I don't know why. Now I'm seeing there's a border around the portal frame. Can you see this line down the middle of the portal frame, and then the lines across the side? Like, it splits it up into the 6 individual chunks instead of all of them. I wonder if that's something in the snapshot. Anyway, I just set up a little tiny one in here, and I pushed it off to the side. This is the side away from, upstairs. My portal's over there somewhere, and so I didn't want to go into this wall. I wanted to go the opposite way just to get it further away from the other portal at world spawn. But I kind of stuck it down here, and I wanted to stick it below the doorway. That way I can close the door and I don't have to worry about it. And then I changed this up again and brought the light level up. Put a couple more of these recessed lights in here, and so if we look, and yes, I'm still on the snapshot. I think block light 10 is 9 is the lowest it gets in here. So the light should be high enough that I don't have mobs spawning in here, but the mushrooms still grow. So we'll go up here and we'll close the door behind us, and if zombie pigmen come through the portal, I don't have to worry about it, they'll be down there. These are growing nicely, but they still don't, I mean, it looks like they're glowing. They just don't produce any block lighting, so they don't produce actual light, and they don't produce like a visible light. Like you saw in the dark room, the pumpkins are glowing through the half slab, and that doesn't produce block lighting, so it doesn't actually prevent mobs, but the floor is half slabbed in the dark room, so no mobs will spawn in there. But these don't produce any light at all, so they look like they're glowing, but if I took all the torches down, these would not glow. The other thing that I did up here, since we are in the ceiling of the nether, is I walked a little path down. So I just started stair stepping down, and then there was a little tiny drop, so I just jumped down through some cobble. Just the cobble's just something I throw up real quick so that ghasts won't, if they blow away they won't blow away my stairs, because ghast explosions don't blow up cobblestone. And then I got a couple paths that I set up, and I marked them with torches so that I can get down to lower elevations. And you can see this just kind of goes down into a little room that looks like nothing. I think I had a ghast that I was playing with over there. This room is pretty much nothing, except for there's more cobble over there I can grab, or more glowstone. So, kind of wanted to explore the nether a little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. Maybe find a see if I can see a stronghold. Not stronghold, fortress. I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I think I might have cut it out of my last video, but stronghold and fortress are both terms that lava is crazy. Now I blocked off the source of this lava in the ceiling. You can see those two blocks, and it's still flowing. It hasn't like dissipated. But fortress and stronghold are both terms that mean, like in real life, they mean like an ancient structure. So I tend to mix those up and just kind of use those two terms in back and forth. But you know, hopefully you know what I mean. And this here is the pillar I originally created when I pillared up into the ceiling to get my portal going. And that's a little bit of a fall unless I come at it from here. Here's another way down. So what I ended up doing was pillaring up, and I pillared up to this elevation, so I kind of stair-stepped up and then finished pillaring up into the ceiling over there. And then I created this path back down, which I still need to give myself a little bit more headroom. Team got a little viewing window, but you can see that I had ghasts, obviously. There's the original pillar. So down right there is the where the old the first portal that the game generated was, and I took all the obsidian out and I took the little fake roof off, and then that's the pillar that I took up to get into the ceiling of the nether originally when I built the portals, which again, if you're just following the Let's Play, it's not going to be in the Let's Play video. It's in the some of it's in the tutorial for setting up nether portals. And I really like the way the portals come out now. It's so handy. I mean, I had that knowledge in the past and I never really used it, but I'm very happy with the outcome. And you can see I patched in some more of the holes because, you know, again, this section right here, this little shelf is only one layer thick. Right there with those cobblestone layer blocks, it's only one layer thick right there. So, very bad place for the game to generate a portal, but I don't have to worry about it. And then I think I'll leave the pillar there just to remind me. And we don't have any, I haven't seen stronghold. We may do some more exploring later on in the nether, now that we can. And I'm still running the snapshot. I think you saw that earlier. 13W09C. And I gotta get some stairs and put stairs in here, because I do need a way down to the bottom of the nether. This is horrible. Yeah, I'm not going to take you guys through this again until I get stairs. But I put a lot of torches to mark my little stairs so I knew where they were. And I might... Oh, hey. Oh, look. Oh. Blocking fail. Ah! Putting out fire fail. Oh, I'm not going to die from this, am I? Come on. I'm not sure what taking off your armor does. I saw someone doing that. I don't even remember who I saw doing that. I saw someone doing that, but So I started doing it, and it seems like the fire kind of went out. And then I thought, well, nah, that's just a myth. That can't be true. And so I stopped doing it, and the first time I didn't do it, I died. So you'll probably see me taking off my armor if I ever catch myself on fire, especially in the nether, because you can't use water. And I'm totally ghetto. I didn't bring my flint and steel. It is actually up in a chest up here in the roof. You can see this is several layers thick, where I'm at in the roof of the nether. Yeah. So I left a flint and steel here. Oh yeah, and I did grab some glowstone earlier. The dust is from gas shooting at me, and then I got a magma cream and I fought some gas back. But the full glowstone is because I was using my silk touch pick on those. And the silk touch pick has efficiency, but not unbreaking. Anyway, let's go over to the main base, the new base. So here's the new base at the stronghold, the end portal room, and I mentioned that I've been working or spending some time in the hunting blind, but as I mentioned before, every time I tried to record, creepers blew up. Every time I wasn't recording, I got record drop. So these are all of my ender pearls that I have in the entire world. I have 7 total, and we need 9 for that. Then these are all the records that I have. So I think Ward and Weight were the 2 that I got when I discovered this island, and it's in a montage that I did where I get skeletons to kill the creepers while I'm running around the island here. And then these came from the hunting blind, so Stall, Melody, and Cat. I can't figure out where these dang zombies are coming from. He's got a sword though. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll drop it. Nope. He just gets flung everywhere with my knockback sword. So where are we going to put a jukebox? Whoa, more zombies. Oh, come on, buddy. I got a zombie grinder. I don't need you guys. Let's go put the jukebox in the house. I can stick the jukebox right here, I think. Right there. Sound fail. Let's turn that way up. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Did a sheep really get out of that pen? There's only 3 sheep in there. How did you escape? Oh, you're evil. And you're not a one-hit kill. Alright, I gotta... This has knockback 2, doesn't it? Yeah. Knockback 1 is bad enough, but knockback 2 is overkill. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Is it kind of over? I think my game sounds are really, really low. I never do the block thing. Let's see what Cat does, because Cat's another cool one. And the other thing that I wanted to do that I think we'll just do... Yeah, you can see I got jungle leaves and stuff. I'm going to move these into the other chest. A chicken? Where did a chicken come from? Did he escape too? I need the shears and the vines. So I mentioned how we would do a jungle tree before, and we're actually going to do a jungle tree. And I think what I'll do for everybody is I'll do this and we'll turn it into a montage. And there we go. And as you saw, that's a pretty efficient way to do to collect wood. I really only need one giant tree, and I got over a stack out of that. 64 plus 39 plus I had slightly less than a stack in there. And now it's time to turn the music back down. Yeah. So yeah, I got quite a bit out of that. And then the way that this works, let's see, I had 11. So yeah, I got enough back. I don't need to wait for those. So I have the pumpkin lighting in here one to mark out where I will put my tree, and two to give it lighting. And this is something I figured out. I think the last time I tried to grow something with bone meal, it didn't work right, but I realized I'm on the snapshot. So the way the bone meal is going to work for everybody in the future is, when I click this, you'll see some green sparklies. So bone meal doesn't completely grow stuff. You have to actually bone meal multiple times before you get something to grow. I'll just show you on, let's see, we've got some wheat we can harvest. Let's, so you throw wheat on the ground. When you bone meal it, each bone meal is one step. So you'll see it change one step, and then another. Well, it only took 2 that time, but still, it's not instant with everything. I wonder what the potatoes do. 3, yeah. So you can see it's not instantaneous, and that's the way bone meal apparently is going to work from now on. And I tried before, you can't bone meal sugar cane, and you can bone meal pumpkins and watermelon. You can bone meal the stalk, but that'll only grow up from a baby stalk to a full stalk, and then you can't bone meal the stalk to produce watermelon or pumpkin. Well, there were caves at the zombie spawner, and so I went through there off camera because most of it's all lit up, and all I had to do was gather the ores. But I got a bunch of iron and a bunch of coal out of there, and that's part of what those blocks of iron came from. The cocoa beans of the bone meal is the same way. You have to bone meal it multiple times to get full growth. There we go. So luckily this is 4 wide. So you saw I just put the water down, and I need 4 pieces of obsidian because we are going to make another crafting table, or enchanting table. And you can see this is kind of handy actually. I have that lava pool that's right below the surface, so I don't have to go too far to get lava to get obsidian. And more zombie. I don't know where they come from. So right over here is the library. I think I'll start at the top. So if I chop one of these up, I get 3 books. If I chop it up with a silk touch pick, I get a bookshelf. Alright, got my diamonds. So if I remember right, this is 4, and then diamonds on the side, and then a book in the middle, and I got an enchanting table. And you would think I'd never made an enchanting table, but switching over to snapshots and things like that, your achievements get reset, so that's why that happens. Is that level 30? Yes, it is. Alright. Let's see. This is the 30 we got at the very beginning from the zombies. Respiration 3. Well, that'll be cool to save for a helmet. And let me just put these blocks. I think we'll just leave that open. It's kind of cool. And then I'm going to need to put the lighting back in here. And I don't know if there's enough lighting in here. We'll deal with it later. And I think I'll move the crafting table over there. Because you really only need the, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, you only need 15 bookshelves in there. So you always end up with an extra spot. And you can either put the 16th bookshelf there, or you can just put something else. I think I have an anvil at the main base, but I think we'll put the crafting table there. So there we go. Now we can do another level 30 enchant, and let's do another books. This is episode 13, and I had 13 books. Let's see what that gives us. Power 4. Life is just so much easier with having a nether hub. I can just jump from one place to another. I like it a lot. I am so glad I set that up. I think I already mentioned this, but you know, it's one of those things I always had the knowledge of, and I just never really took advantage of. So let's stash that, and we want the fortune one, but I don't need the silk touch one. And let's go down and do some exploring. That'll probably be a montage as well. Well guys, it looks like we found spider spawner A, spider spawner B. I think we found us a dual K spider spawner. And I got zombies coming out of nowhere. I still don't know where the zombies are coming from. Here's the mob grinders, and then on this end towards the zombies I put the enchanting tables and stuff over there. And I think as we go towards the skeletons, I was trying to figure out what I should do for a farm, and I realized this is probably the perfect thing. It's a skeleton grinder, and I have tons of bone meal, so all I really need is one block of soil for each type of product. Wanted to wrap it up with a couple enchants, so let's see what we get out of this. Fire protection, junk. This golden chest plate's about to break, so I think I will enchant an iron chest plate with a lower level enchant. Protection 2. Diamond sword's about to break too. Let's put a low level enchant on an iron sword. Fire aspect. Sweet, that'll be neat. So what I think I'll do is actually just keep enchanting the books, and then when I get a set of books that I'll have all the enchants I want for a specific piece of armor or weapons, then I'll switch over and build like a diamond of that and use all the books on it. But that way I don't waste a bunch of diamonds and I get all the enchants that I want. I think we'll wrap up the enchanting spree by combining 2 power 2 bows that I got that drops from skeletons and make a power 3. So, whoa. Where did he come from? Another cave spider spawner. What will our hero do? We are out of time, guys. So, tune in next episode to find out about the other cave spawner. Really though, I am running out of video time. I really think I need to work on some time management skills for this series here. But I'm going to wrap this up. So tune in next time for the conclusion of Cave Spiders. And thanks everybody who likes and subscribes and posts comments in the channel, and it's great. We'll see you next time.